water.
Oh shit.
So like the joke behind that one, when you sit in bathtub water and it's not hot enough, you call the water lukewarm, and then derriere is just French for bottom.
Oh. Alright.
So Mr. Warm Bottom.
Oh shit.
Completely over the head.
Hell yeah.
Tonight's gameplay will be the background of Destiny 2's Expunge Labyrinth. I'm doing this for the first time, so if I die a lot, pay that no mind. What we're talking about tonight is not just one, but two gameplay reveal trailers. And I gotta say, the one for Far Cry, I want all the wait times leading up to these gameplay trailers to look like that. It was going from like shot to shot. Got to a point where I realized, okay, everything's nice, normal, then everything's like liar, dictator, killer, and then all of a sudden you just hear like it was just gunfire in the streets. I said, yo, this is a fucking dope ass screensaver. So
Yeah. Feel like E3 around this
right, yo, I thought the same thing. Zero Dawn, well, I guess we should be calling it Horizon Forbidden West, and Far Cry 6. And I got a movie review because I saw New Mutants today on HBO Max.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I took time to watch that movie. It was preliminary level, grading. I'm gonna give that movie a about a B minus. So
okay.
Like, it wasn't bad, it just wasn't nothing to write home about. So
Gotcha.
And this is one of those movies where the characters are better than the story.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna let you kick that one off and just tell me what you liked, what you got questions about, what you're hoping for, you know.
Horizon 2 Forbidden West. Been waiting on this sequel for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
We finally got a full gameplay demo for PlayStation State of Play.
Something I didn't expect.
Exactly. I love how State of Play is just it could just be a demo of one game, and then the State of Play could be over. Like, you know, so I'm glad they show Horizon 2 gameplay. It was kind of just kind of not a surprise, but it was like randomly just shown this week. Kind of,
yeah.
If you really think about it, like before even E3 starts, which I assume Sony's not gonna be at E3 this year. Like they won't, because they haven't been there in like a year in a way. So
yeah.
So it's like, fuck it, we just do it ourselves.
I want to say this is 2 years running.
Yeah. Because I think E3 is still happening this year. Just Sony won't be there again. Yeah, but the gameplay. First of all, let me say this. Like, them graphics, like that the cutscene was impressive.
Yeah.
But then when it went to like just the straight gameplay and the camera zoomed around her and showed the sun shining through the trees and the leaves, I said, "Oh my god!"
Masterful.
Yes, beautiful. And that's what I loved about the first Horizon, was that the world itself was just always beautiful just to look at, which made you want to go somewhere else. Like, just made you like just travel and just do other things, because the world was so unique and beautiful. And it seemed like they brought that here and added a whole underwater world.
Oh my god, yes. This makes me feel like fishing is going to be a part of this game.
Yes. And then it was robots in the water swimming around, like, that she hid from for a second.
Which I need to know if we're gonna be able to fight underwater, because if not, I'm gonna be a sitting duck.
Oh, that is. Yeah, she never did fight nothing up on swimming without seeing like she needed to take a bath. I wonder if it's unlimited.
I hope it is. It needs to be, actually, because
Yeah.
like this isn't a game that I want to play for its realism.
Right. Because I think, I mean, looking at the gameplay demo now, I think like when she did a deep dive in the water, I think like something appeared over her face to make her like make her breathe up underwater. I think that's what this game is gonna do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like for a split second you see it. Like, I just saw like when she deep dived in the water, something appeared over her face. Like something, I guess maybe she can breathe in, you know, stay submerged as long as she can. But yeah, man. But great gameplay demo. Like I said, it was beautiful. The action was great. The underwater diving was great. The her fighting that mammoth.
Oh, that was
amazing.
Yes. And I hope all this happens early on and isn't like a hour into the game type thing.
Yeah. It is like the game is more like, cause it's calling it Forbidden West, and it just honestly feels like she's in a different place.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, she wasn't the first one.
I believe it.
Yeah, so I was just impressed. I was all the way impressed, no complaints. What I'm hoping for, I mean, just cause I'm one of the people that actually really liked Horizon, like the first Horizon.
Oh yeah.
I really like that first game. But
I should have been playing that as the background game.
yeah, true. But okay, now the one thing that I've realized like this week after seeing this gameplay demo, that
yeah,
I don't really remember that story in that first game. I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't think that story in my head, like that story didn't stick like with me.
I like, remember it.
The gameplay in the world did.
I remember it, but the question that I keep trying to answer for myself is what was where were they? Like, what part of? Because I think they're already in America.
I'm gonna assume they were, because it was like certain landmarks that I think some people recognized.
Yeah.
It's like Easter egg type shit. Yes, I want to say they were.
Okay,
but I mean, so apocalyptic. It's been like 1,000 years. So
but I was trying to figure out what part of America were they in.
Don't know. But yeah, maybe that's the one thing I hope Horizon 2 Forbidden West does. Like, I'm hoping the story.
I mean, it's probably because there were so many side quests. I promise you, if you just play the game and you don't care about like side quests, pretty sure that story is going to be more impactful for you.
True. Oh yeah, because I'm not saying the story was bad. I don't think it was bad. Cause like, if the story was bad, that would have been a complaint for me.
Yeah.
You already know me. Like, I focus on plot with games.
Right.
I don't remember the story being bad. I'm just saying, cause I'm not trying to play the first Horizon in years. It's been years at this point.
Right.
That story, I just don't remember. And the DLC story, I don't remember. I just remember enjoying both like the story, the main game and the DLC, but I just don't remember the story. So most likely I've made like a Horizon recap of the first game. So I'll probably watch that before I play this. But yeah, it just didn't stick with me like other games have. But the gameplay definitely did. The gameplay on the first game is what stuck out to me. I love just playing that game. Like, the weapons and the world, the gameplay and the world to me outshined what the plot was.
Oh yeah, and
Even
that's
though
probably why
the
you don't
plot
remember
wasn't
it.
bad, right? The plot wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was bad. I just do not remember it. Like, I really don't. But
You haven't say.
I remember enjoying the hell out of that game.
I remember fighting the Falcon Zord.
Yeah. Oh, see, yeah, Mom was like, hell yeah, Mom was like that. I remember fighting that motherfucker. Like, just all those fights was so. Man, those fights were great in that game.
Right.
So maybe Horizon 2 Forbidden West has a more focused. And again, I need to stop saying it because, like I said, I'm not saying the first story was bad. It's been years since I played the game.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I don't remember it fully. And again, I'll be watching a recap while I play this one. But I can't even tell you, like, I played the Frozen Wild DLC and I beat it, and I do not remember what it was about.
Oh well.
I remember having a blast playing it, but I just don't remember what
I'm gonna say when I finish it, I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah, please. So you're telling me, like, after watching this gameplay demo, you're gonna go back and play Frozen Wilds?
I'm definitely gonna go back and finish Frozen Wilds.
Finish it. Yeah, okay, cool. I actually watched you play some of that too, just to remember.
Yeah, because I'm already past the part where they introduced like 2 new types of animal, and
yeah, it was some new.
and congratulations to Guerrilla Games because they actually made me want to say fuck Guerrilla Games for putting this in the game.
Yeah, one of them motherfuckers was hard. It was tough, boy.
Yes, and it's only tough because you're in like this closed off space.
Yeah.
If I wasn't in this closed off,
if
I wasn't in this closed off space, I probably wouldn't care.
Right.
Shit.
Well, yeah, I watched the finals. Remember now, this battle was great. The zip liner was great.
Oh yeah.
That hand glider she has now, will stop you from getting fall damage. Was amazing.
Oh man,
she has that now.
I feel like that's gonna have to be something that's unlocked too.
Yeah, it will. You definitely have that when the game starts. That definitely will come later. One thing I want to ask you about though.
Yeah, what's up?
This gameplay demo had cutscenes in it. Did the first one not really have that many cutscenes? I don't feel like it did.
They weren't as smooth. That's one thing they did. They did improve upon. They weren't as smooth. So like, you'll be in a cutscene, and you'll know that you're in a cutscene because I think it like loads for a minute. I think Arkham Knight was probably the first game that made everybody realize, oh shit, we gotta start doing this seamless gameplay, you know. So but other than that, I think other than that, no, I don't think it was a lot of oh shit. I don't think it was a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It's not a lot of cutscenes because I remember the first Horizon they had like dialogue choices.
Oh yeah, it did. I don't know if that's gonna be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't show Aloy have those dialogue choices for this demo, but this demo was just really just to show the gameplay. Which again, the gameplay looks like the first Horizon.
Oh yeah, just in a different place.
Yeah, just a different place, a little more improved, which is fine. Like, I don't know why, but I just feel like somebody somewhere was like, I guarantee somebody somewhere was like, oh, it looks just like the first game. Like, motherfucker, the first game was great.
Right.
It's not really that much they need to change.
Right. Like,
yeah, This is
and
more
then
that
they already
improved.
changed the one thing that I was kind of hoping for, which was her melee weapon.
Yeah, they did make it seem like it was more like smooth to fight.
Yeah. Smooth is an understatement, my boy. That thing is exactly like Mighty Keith said. It's an anime style weapon now.
Yo, that cutscene when she attached that thing to it, and
Yes.
oh, that was so beautiful. God damn.
I was like, I don't know what you're doing, darling, but I love it.
Yes. Yeah. Like, man. Yeah. So yeah. All thumbs up for me. Like Sony. Hey, they doing it again. They just they are carrying gaming.
Yes.
Right.
Because I haven't heard nothing out of Microsoft's camp about nothing.
Microsoft ain't shit.
Is Halo still coming out?
Like, I think Halo Infinite's still in the making, but you know what? They're probably gonna show E3. Halo Infinite, like what they've done in these past couple of months to make it look better, because that fucking first thing they showed was horrific. But yeah, PlayStation Killers again. First Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, and now Horizon. Like, they killing shit, man. They are killing shit.
Right. Like, damn near quite literally.
Also not on this was a release date.
Yeah. I think that's why Keith was like, and what if it doesn't come out this year? Well, it'll be Game of the Year for the year it comes out. Right.
Yo, that video was, oh my god, it was perfect. I was laughing so hard, dog. It was perfect, man. And then he put it out so quick, too. Like, he put that video out super quick.
Oh, yes.
That shit was so funny. Like I said, well, like, what's the name said? I think Thomas in the group, he said, like, perfect quote from here. It was like, Zelda, he said, should have won Game of the Year in 2018. So Zelda Breath of the Wild, that was trash. He was like, it was amazing.
Right.
Because he said Zelda Breath of the Wild was trash, and then Nintendo people was going to attack.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
It was amazing. I mean, everybody said that game was amazing. Like, I didn't play it, but
yeah, I didn't either. I'm not really a Zelda fan.
I just know people say if you got a Switch, like Zelda Breath of the Wild was just fucking phenomenal as a game. So that's why it'll be Horizon that year. Yeah, man. Sony, man, hey, they killing shit, man. They just. It just, I don't know. I've read about them so much. I'm glad I'm a PlayStation guy. I play God, not the Xbox guy. It's just, like, even the Xbox people has gotta be like, yo, like, what the fuck is Microsoft doing?
Right.
Like, they have to question being the Xbox guy. Bro. Like, what's the point?
That's why they looking like, what does this have to even do with me?
Yo, that shit was so funny. That nigga carried that damn Xbox in there. What is it gonna do with me? He walked away, I love you.
Right. I was like, yeah, this is a bit much.
So and then I love how, like, at the end of the video he was like, you know what the best part about this? And the guy was like, what, the graphics, the how beautiful the game is. He was like, no. The best part about it is a Sony exclusive.
Right. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When he said, do you know what the best part was? I was struggling to figure out what it was he was talking about.
That nigga said it's a Sony exclusive. And that nigga was like, hey, yeah. This was something I said, this nigga right here, boy. Perfect. It is a Sony exclusive, man. Yeah, man. So Yeah, but like I said, Horizon 2 was always a day one for me. I don't give a damn thing, so shit. I was gonna get that game day one. It's also a game that's coming out on the PS5 and PS4.
Oh, cool. That's
So
good.
I wanna see how that's gonna work out. Like I feel like that PS4,
You gonna
that shit
hold
gonna
it
be a
back?
fucking. Oh, that too. But I also was gonna say that the PS4, that shit gonna be blowing like a fucking jet engine.
Oh
If you try to play this
man.
game on there, that shit might goddamn. Yes, that PS4 gonna be loud.
At least while it's like downloading data. Oh, do you think it's gonna have 2 install discs?
Oh my god. I
Because you
don't.
know, I feel
Damn.
like that's the future of games right now. Just having like 2 install discs.
Yeah. And you know what? Oh shit. You know what's funny about that? Spider-Man Miles Morales was not 2 discs. It was only one.
Oh, okay. Well,
But Last of Us
Spider-Man,
Part 2 and Red Dead 2 was 2 discs.
yeah, and Cyberpunk.
Both of those 2 discs. And, oh, okay. Yeah, Cyberpunk. Okay, yeah. So the last generation ended with these 2 disc games. But
Yeah.
I wonder, going into this generation, how would it be? I guess we'll see. I remember that. I remember that Red Dead 2 and Last of Us Part 2 being that 2 discs. You gotta put in that first disc and goddamn wait. That bitch is done. Download to your system. That bitch was so many goddamn gigabytes. They could stay on one disc. So we'll see with this generation. We'll see if they like
Change anything?
change anything. Like I said, on the PS5, like exclusive I have is Miles Morales. So, but that was only one disc.
Right.
So
But I
we'll
think that's
see what
because
First and Clank is like.
I think that's because it's not a full-fledged game per se.
True. Yeah, true. You're right.
Like
So
Spider-Man
Ratchet Clank
2,
with the part was C.
yeah.
Spider-Man 2 we'll see. Horizon 2 we'll see.
Ratchet and Clank, I don't expect it to be 2 discs just because it I don't, those games aren't typically long. So, but I will say this. Moving on to Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6.
I think they're about to suffer from the same thing that Fallout suffers from.
What?
The animation. I mean, the graphics. Because those graphics, yeah, them graphics did not grab me. And I'm not a graphics person, but they did not. I don't know. I kept looking at the game like, did Saints Row fucking fuse with, I don't know, Fallout? Like,
Do you think too that you watched that after Horizon showcase too?
oh yeah.
So the Horizon spoil you?
Yes and no, because I've never played a Far Cry game, but I have seen the animations and stuff of like the last Far Cry game. I kind of wanted to play. That was the one where you would go around with like a friend, like it was co-op, wasn't it?
Far Cry 5.
Right. So I'm kind of judging it off the back of that, but at the same time, I just feel like the animation, maybe it's just the graphics need to be touched up a little, just a little. So
Yeah, see, yeah, I'm glad you said that too. Cause what's funny about this is like I was watching Far Cry 6 gameplay, like the reveal and all that, and it wasn't grabbing me like I wanted it to.
right.
It wasn't, and it was what's so funky. See, I know you never played a Far Cry. I'm coming. You like me? I love Far Cry 3. Like I told Sean and I love Far Cry 3. I liked Far Cry 4. I did not love it, but the only reason I didn't love it is because Far Cry 4 was just like Far Cry 4 was felt like a fucking repeat of 3,
Was
but
for
a
the
worse
one where
villain.
was for the one where you were on the island with the crazy ass guy? Or was
That sounds
that
like 3
3?
and 4, bro.
Oh
It's
shit.
like you just
Okay.
described 3 and 4.
This crazy ass guy had blonde hair.
That was 4.
Okay. Yo, I like when games do this where like they have 2 different endings if you take the long or the short path. Cause I know it's an achievement and a trophy in that game where that man will say, like, I guess you're at a dinner table with him, and he goes, "Stay right here, I'll be right back." And if you actually stay right there and be right back, like, the game will end.
Yeah.
I love
that
shit
was,
like that.
now that was a great detail that people found out. Like if you actually just stay there and wait for him to come back, the game ends.
Right.
That is hilarious to me.
Somebody could really easily say, "Oh yeah, I finished that game."
They're like, yeah, I just stayed there waiting for him.
Yeah, you know.
Come back.
I ain't think the game was that good. Shit, he told me to stay there, I did, and you know, I beat the game.
The credits started rolling.
Right. I don't know how this game got these stunning reviews.
Right. Yeah, so that was dope about Far Cry 4, but yeah, like I said, I played Far Cry 3. I just, oh, man, like I wish I could tell you what I love. Like Far Cry 3, that's my first Far Cry. I don't know what made me buy that game, but I was just like, I remember getting it. You know, the 4 ballot at the time, and I just remember just loving that game. Just the skill tree, the island, the open world, the story was even good. It had a great villain.
Right.
And I don't know what happened on Far Cry 1 or 2. I just got 3, and I just really fucking enjoyed it. I was like, this game is, I loved it.
Right.
I got the 4, and I remember liking 4, but I remember 4 just felt like a copy of 3, but worse. But because I'm saying worse only because the story just wasn't all that, and the villain wasn't all that, because you barely saw that nigga.
Oh wow.
You barely saw that villain on 4. Like,
then why was he the villain then? What was he trying to do?
I can't tell you. I remember the guy on 3 was he was there more. He was insane. He was crazy. Yeah, and 4 just didn't bring that over.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is it like Primal? Okay.
I skipped the Primal. I didn't play Primal. I remember Primal took place like back in the like in the prehistoric days.
Oh yeah, I do kind of remember that.
Didn't want to play that, and I thought about playing 5 because it was something about 5 that I kind of wanted to play because of the cult thing and the religious thing.
Oh yeah, I did want to play 5 because of that too. Because I was like, it reminded me of damn, what's that game that I got and I never fucking beat it? I can't think of the name of it, but Ralph had it as well, and he wanted to like co-op with it. And I think Vez had it as well. I can't think of the name of that game, but it wasn't necessarily religious. It was like taking down a dictator, and I was in like this other country or whatever.
Okay.
So, but it kind of reminds me of something like that.
Yes, I don't remember. When Far Cry 5 came out, I don't know people like talking about that game. Like it was something that it was like no game of the year nominee. It wasn't like I don't remember people just. I thought the game just came and went, but I don't know.
Has a Far Cry game ever been a game of the year nominee?
I hope 3 was. I have to go back and look, but I hope 3 was. Because I really enjoyed 3. I really enjoyed that game. That game just made it, like that game was just, it just made you want to explore and then want to do things and the animals in the world and the enemies and the guns. It was just all that was great.
Right.
And I feel like people honestly have
Step on
gotten
it.
kind of not stuff on 3, no, because I remember I got 3 because it was praised by so much. That's why I got it. You know. But I feel like over the years, I just feel like people just are. I kind of feel like people are so tired of Far Cry as far as like the gameplay.
Oh, see, I'm
Because
telling you,
it
man.
is kind of the same over and over. It's slick is. You know, and people get, and then it's Ubisoft, and then it's Ubisoft. Like people gotta realize that too. Ubisoft's kind of like fucking falling off
Yeah, they
with
are.
the games.
Cause they don't. I don't know how to describe it, but they don't.
They
It's
don't
something
innovate.
that, yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
They're
You did it right.
copy and pasting their games, bro. That's really what I'm telling us what it is.
Assassin's
Like,
Creed.
yeah,
They're making purely RPG-esque games. That's what it is. And they're not
yeah.
bad. They're not bad. It's just they don't do nothing different.
And me watching Far Cry 6 gameplay, it was the same to me. It was the same. You can drive in first person. You shoot a whole bunch of people. You got
Right.
these crazy weapons.
I need that shit to be like be like that one Drake album. Nothing was the same.
Right.
That's right. That's what we need it to be like.
Yeah, yeah. But then I question the developers. Where I be like, I feel like if I say that to developers, I feel like they would look at me and be like, yo,
Be
what would you
grateful
want us to
for
do
what the
different?
fuck you have.
Yeah. what you want us to do different, bro? Like, it's Far Cry. I feel like that's what they would look at me and say.
I'm kind of curious now. What could they do different? Because all the Far Cries, they're all about like taking somebody down, ain't they?
Yes. That's exactly, yes. Exactly.
It makes me wonder why they
And it's
call
the
the
same thing
game
for
Far
Sis.
Cry. The game is a far cry from what a game should be.
Yes. You know. I don't know. But, hey, listen, man, I hope it's great.
Oh yeah, I hope so
Far
too.
Cry
They got
6,
fucking, they got
good season villain this time.
yeah, they got a great villain. But see, I was always wondering, do we play as that little boy, or are we gonna play as like a whole other character?
That's the thing, too.
And the fact that we're playing as this girl, right? But see, I'm more so concerned with who that damn girl is, because I'm like, yo, how you gonna be a guerrilla fighter, but you're not a guerrilla fighter? Like,
that's the thing too. I think Far Cry 4 or 5 made you be able to pick if you want to be a boy or a girl. Well, that's one woman.
right?
I think Far Cry 6 just showed the woman side, like how she went.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just,
That's fine.
it feels like the character came out of nowhere when you showed us this boy who looked like he was being mentored by the villain. So it makes me wonder, well, damn, what purpose does this little boy serve now? Like, is the game gonna make us have to kill a child dictator?
Yeah,
That would be a
saying.
fucking
And
twist.
it would be. And this gameplay trailer didn't show nothing about that little boy.
Yeah, it really didn't.
That's what I'm saying. But that little boy's like on the thumbnail on these YouTube videos.
Oh
Like
wow.
besides like
Besides
Gus,
Gus, we gotta stop calling him Gus. We gotta learn this nigga name.
I don't know what his name is. Far Cry 6.
either we gotta learn his real name, or we have to learn like his character's name.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie to you,
Yeah.
I know neither, and I've only heard one. So, but yeah, that shit, man, that's just a bit crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I can forgive the graphics though. I really can. I can forgive the graphics because it's not a priority per se. If the game like, I forgive bad graphics if the game is good. I don't necessarily feel like Borderlands has good graphics, but it's also not a game to be taken seriously, you know. Like I would Last of Us 2 was Last of Us 2, but with Fallout graphics. I'd be like, yo. I'd be like, yo, who fuck did this?
I had to grab my chest for a second after that fucking sentence. It was part 2 had Fallout graphics. Oh my god.
I feel like I want to say this game is great, but it's just something serious is lacking right here.
Like, why does Ellie look like this? Like, god damn.
I mean, it could be way worse though. She could have fucking Assassin's Creed Unity graphics. We'll be looking at the front of this bitch face and see nothing but eyeballs.
Hey, yo, and what's so funny is like, yo, I'm telling you, bro, like, Naughty Dog and Rockstar have like spoiled us, man. I'm trying to tell you, like, them two have spoiled us, like, because we just be spending so much from these other developers, and they, man, because listen, and this
shit
is crazy,
make you want to look around and be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like, what y'all niggas doing? What y'all niggas doing? Like,
why does this look like this?
They're doing amazing. And why does this look like this?
Right. And like it's easy to think, oh man, can you imagine if Fallout had like the Unreal Engine or the Gorilla Engine or if it looked like Last of Us? I mean, like, damn. But then no one ever says, well, what if Arkham Knight looked like Borderlands? No one ever asks that.
No, hell no, because we would have never wanted to look like that. Right. Never.
Like, and you know what the in between for these games to look like this is? Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Cyberpunk
doesn't have bad graphics, but it doesn't have great graphics either.
Like, I watched somebody react to Horizon's new gameplay, and okay. I'm not sure I say this right. The cutscene, right, when she was talking to the black dude.
Yeah.
When that cutscene was shown, the person I was watching, they were saying like Last of Us Part 2 cutscenes look better than that cutscene.
Wow.
But once it got to the gameplay, they was like, whoa, shit. It was like that part blew their mind. Was the gameplay when the gameplay started. But they thought that cutscene, they thought Last of Us Part 2 cutscenes looked better. Just for that quick minute of that cutscene when she talked to the black dude.
On Far Cry?
Oh no, on Horizon. On Horizon, when the state of play started, she was talking to the black dude in that cutscene. The person I was watching, they said that they thought Last of Us Part 2 game, like the cutscenes
look better
in that game look better than that cutscene.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
because that makes sense, and I would probably agree, but that's because, and I'm not saying that Horizon don't do this, but I kind of feel like that's because the environment that they use for Horizon versus Last of Us is way more believable.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Horizon, people gotta realize, Horizon is in this
post-apocalyptic
world. Yeah. Right.
Yes.
/ fantasy world.
Well, yeah.
Robotic dinosaurs.
I feel like it's been done before, but not in a very long time.
Yeah. Last of Us Part 2 is more grounded in reality.
Right. So it has to look better.
Infected. Right. So, yeah. That's what I'm saying, you know. That's why I can't wait. Like, could you, my God, like, yeah, I feel like I talk about Naughty Dog all the time, but Naughty Dog's next game on the PS5, built for the PS5, oh my God, like that.
Oh man, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, we don't know what they got coming next.
That's just gonna look like Mass Effect, sir.
bro.
Like I think no,
I'm telling you.
I think Mass Effect has some great ass graphics.
No, dude.
And I ain't never played one, but when I seen that one video of Shepard getting his eye fucking drilled into, I was like, ew. But it looked so real that I had to turn away when I was looking at the video of the guy messing up. Like, he messed up on purpose to show the death animation. I bust out laughing, but I had to look away because I was like, alright, that's a bit much even for me. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I saw it.
That shit had me rolling.
Yeah, the shit was, it was great. It was great.
I'd be like, what?
It was great. But yeah, and like I said, none of those like next game built for the PS5. Man, goddamn. Oh, I can't wait to see what they got coming next. And I'm leaning towards new IP. I don't think
I want a new IP.
I don't think it's Uncharted. I don't think it's Last of Us. I don't think it's gonna be either or.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want it to be. I would not want it to be.
Uncharted's run this course, and after Last of Us Part 2, let's have a while before we get Part 3.
Right.
Let's have a while. Yeah. So new IP. New IP. That's what I want from Naughty Dog games. Now the new IP, I don't even want to say what I want from that because that's just endless possibilities.
Uncharted Racer.
Oh my god. a fucking racing game with Drake and Elena and Sully.
Oh my god.
Drake,
slow down. Not in your life.
It would be so good. I ain't gonna lie, I'll still buy it. I'll still buy it. I'll still buy it.
Uncharted chess. A chess game for Uncharted.
I'll still get it. Yeah, so I can't wait to see. Cannot wait to see what the next game's gonna be. Probably working on that motherfucker right now. Secretly, without telling us.
Neil Druckmann is probably just writing the story, though. To be honest with you, like they ain't developed nothing. He's just like, well, I got this idea for a story. So
I think I saw him. Like some type of news broke up about him. I think he was talking about like they have a story outline for Last of Us Part 3 already.
What?
Like a story. Yeah,
Please tell me it's involving Lev and what's her face?
Abby.
Yes, I started to say Big Bertha. But she ain't big no more. She a regular size woman.
No, in that game, boy, that bitch was not big. Oh god.
Can you imagine if she was on Resident Evil 8 and had to fight that lady?
Good god. That was a swole version of her?
Yes. The swole version of her would probably still be freaking the fuck out. The swole version of her would probably try to fight Nemesis and be like, "You're not so fucking scary." Ah! And then she get a mandible ripped like in Last of Us Part 1. That shit would be live.
Goddamn Abby, man.
But yeah, these two games, even though they're vastly different, I did enjoy what I saw. I hate to say it, but this is the first game I've ever wanted because of star power. You know, I try not to like Far Cry. Like I usually try not to let people. I try not to buy games because certain people are like acting in them. Like if you told me they were making the next Spider-Man game was gonna have fucking Tom Holland voicing Spider-Man, I would be angry, but I would still buy that motherfucker. But if they had
Hell yeah.
started these games with Tom Holland voicing them, I'd be like, I'm buying this bitch just because it's Tom Holland voicing Spider-Man. So.
Yeah. And at least Far Cry 6 gave us a release that thing comes out in October.
Oh yeah.
October 7th.
Yep. So.
Yeah, Horizon, they give us one of the release
I think next month I'm going to start buying some of these games so that when I get the system I can just pop them in. It's gonna be a gaming marathon. But until then, the hunt for a PS5 continues.
Yeah. Like I said, Horizon's a day one, but Far Cry 6, I'm gonna wait and see.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds about right.
I hope it's great. Like I said, I want every game to come out and be great. I don't want no trash at all. So
nobody wants a trash game.
Nobody wants that, brother. So yeah, hopefully Far Cry 6 is fire.
Right.
And don't do that. Don't do that bullshit because like Gus is in the game, but don't do that bullshit where that nigga sitting that motherfucker like for 2 minutes and then you barely see his ass. I'm gonna be pissed if they do that shit.
That shit happened in the New Mutants movie. They had a guy who I kind of like as an actor, but when I tell you his screen time was probably barely 30 seconds. Like I hate
when movies, games, anybody do that, man.
I mean, but he not famous. I just like him as an actor. Cause he just, you know, I can't think of his name and I can't think of anything else he's been in, but I know that when I see him act, I'd be like, you know what, you're a pretty good actor.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, I do hate when shit like that happens.
Yeah, don't do that shit with fucking Gus, man. I want a nigga to be a fucking threat. I want to be terrified of that nigga when I play Far Cry 6.
I mean, I feel like I would feel that way if I met him in real life, you know.
Me too.
I feel like I want to ask him about like chicken, and then he'd probably look at me and like, you don't want to buy my chicken. You're trying to get something else, aren't you? And I'd be like, nope, no sir. I've seen this shit a million times to know not to fucking ask no questions.
Right.
So.
Yeah. But yeah, I will see how Far Cry 6 is and Horizon is. Like I said, because I haven't played Far Cry in a while, so I would get this one if it's great. If it's really good, I'll get this one.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Metal Gear Solid, but with GTA graphics. Ooh. Oh man, can you imagine if PT had Fallout graphics?
My God, that shit wasn't even fucking scary then.
It wouldn't be.
I'm like, you don't get this ugly ass. Well, she was already ugly, but you don't get this last gen PS2 looking bitch on my screen.
Like the whole Twitch animation would just be so twitchless. Cause you can't mimic her twitching and walking towards you in Fallout. For some reason, I picture that shit being buggy as fuck. And she's either gonna twitch and not move, or she's gonna hold a position, like just be frozen and slide towards the character. Like when I say slide, I mean they're not walking, they're literally just sliding towards you. That would crack me up.
Yeah, I still remember. Then somebody like hack PT and find out that she's always following you during the whole demo.
I hate that I found that out.
That's so fucking terrible. Like, yo, this is why I'm like, coach, that nigga did not have to make no damn stranded. I don't give a fuck about the game. That nigga, oh my God, I wish that nigga would have made Silent Hills.
Yeah. Man,
the genius of PT was so great.
It is clearly ahead of its time.
It is.
That is the
That's
best
why
way
I
to
need
describe that.
Kojima somehow to still make that game. Let's call that motherfucker something else. Just don't
You know,
call it something. Let's call it something else,
you
man.
know,
And make that game.
I feel like Kojima. If gaming is a burger, Kojima is like the lettuce or tomato that you put on that bitch to like help fill it out. The burger is Sony. Last of Us 2 are the buns. The meat is games like Horizon, Ratchet, and Spider-Man. Lettuce and tomato and Far Cry 6.
Yes. Hell yeah.
And ketchup and mustard are all the indie games.
Gaming as a fucking burger.
Delicious.
Yeah, like I said, cause I just feel like Kojima only made Death Stranding because he couldn't make Silent Hill. So he's like, alright, fuck it, I'll just go to my other idea that I've been thinking about for years and made that. Like PT, man, that game was, that demo was so fucking perfect.
Right.
Come on, man, that whole thing with that woman and the fetus in the sink and the, oh my god, it was so fucking terrifying. Kept walking down the same hallway.
I need to know.
Oh, come on, man.
I need to know how they got to that. They got that recording. Cause
the guy, god damn, the guy talking on the fucking radio, the creepy ass voice.
Oh man.
Don't turn around. Like I was like, bro, like
am I supposed to because you said not to? Like
like it was so, I still remember
246883.
Yo, yes, it was so great. The woman, the creepy ass woman, like, I mean, you walk to the door was cracked. If you walk up to the door, she would close
slam
it.
That bitch.
Yo, and you would see her face, and she was so terrifying. Looked like she, oh my god, that bitch was ugly. Like, yo, it was so goddamn good, and I feel like that's our whole story behind that whole thing.
It is because you hear about it. Because you hear about it on the radio.
You do, yes.
And I just be like, I be wanting to keep moving, but I also be wanting to like just sit there and listen. But like the fear is telling me, do not stop. And then they smart too, because they ain't putting not near fucking run button in that bitch.
Bro, you can't run. You sure can't. You can't run from it. That nigga's the same speed the entire demo.
Right. A slow fucking crawl, and I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So,
like the nigga, like the bitch would appear in your goddamn face. And
man, that's it. You could try to back up, but I guarantee you're not getting nowhere.
Yo, I still remember what was that nigga name for was it Vance?
Yep, Vance.
Yo, that nigga play that shit in my fucking college dorm. So good.
I'm so glad we did that.
It was so good.
And it was crazy because we went to Taco Bell later that night, and that road was dark as fuck.
Yes, I better remember that fucking car ride. I don't know why. Like, I just remember like going there.
And I remember that car ride because we were talking about that shit the entire time. And there was something else that happens that has to do with color. Something happens that changes color in that game.
Yeah, the hallway. The hallway would change the colors. It'd be like green or red or blue.
Right. But I don't know what triggers it.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Yo, I still remember like when he played.
That shit was green.
It was different though. Like I think
when
the guy
was like,
don't turn around.
Yeah, certain shit would happen.
I think he actually did. He turned around and she never killed him until like later in the demo.
Right.
And that's when she snapped this nigga. I said, yo, this shit is fucking brilliant, bro. Like,
I need him to make a movie about this.
Yes. It was, that demo was fucking brilliant. Like, because for so many people, if you turn around, she would kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
But for him, when he played, when he turned around, this shit happened to him. But she killed him later in the demo, like, and scared the fuck out of his ass. Like, that nigga was fucking terrified. Like, god damn. I don't know what that nigga doing these days. I've not heard that nigga in years. Yeah, but, that was that. Yeah, PT was fucking great, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, how we got just sidetracked with PT,
Right.
how great it was.
Amazing stellar game.
I need Kojima to make Silent Hill just call it motherfucker something different. Just give me a different name. I don't give a fuck what you call it. Just make that horror game that you wanted to make. The Death Stranding was not it.
Oh yeah, nah, hell no.
Not it. No.
And you would think with a title like that it would be scary, but nah.
I remember the promotions of that game. Like the trailers were great. It made you be like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what is going on? But when people find out when they got a full game that you're just
walking and delivering shit.
You're walking and delivering shit. It was like,
you're like FedEx, but way slower.
Yeah, that was like, no sir, no way. But Silent Hills was definitely not gonna be that.
Everybody's like, don't sign me up.
Yeah.
You know what? I think he really just wanted to like sell money. I mean, not sell money, but he wanted to just make money real quick for his real project.
Yeah, I feel like Kojima, like he broke away from Konami. He probably wanted to make Death Stranding for years, and Sony like just was like, yo, you could like, yeah, you coming to us, you can make whatever you want.
Right.
Now you are a god to us. Just make. Hey, we'll give you the money and the people. Just make whatever you want. After that, but again, they gave him freedom that Konami did not give him.
Right. But there's still a downside. There's still a downside with that because, you know, a lot of people like, well, they gave him freedom and he did this with it, he did that, and he didn't really produce.
Right.
So.
Right. So that's why. Wasn't it rumor that he was like going back to making a horror game after Death Stranding?
I believe so.
So hopefully he goes back to making a horror game. That's what I want him to do.
Yeah, that would be very beneficial for everybody and all parties involved. But nah, I don't really have anything more to say about this other than this movie, which
say what now?
I said I don't really have anything more to say other than about this movie, which I ain't gonna lie is way better than I thought it was gonna be. But the premise makes me feel like it just, I don't know, it just should have been something different. Remember Logan and them children that were in the Essex program or corporation, the ones that were being experimented on and shit like that. Well, that cutscene is in that movie, and the lady sees. It's almost like this movie takes place before that, if that makes sense. Which I don't entirely know how, but she what does she do? There's this girl who ends up I knew I recognized the name before, but I wasn't really thinking about it too hard. But she has the mutant ability to manifest people's fears, like when they, not necessarily with their dream, but like even when they're like wide ass awake. So, but she what's she do? She's more or less the centerpiece of this movie. Then you got like another girl who can transform into a wolf. You got a boy who can basically become like the Human Torch. You got this girl who has this sword and this dragon from like a different dimension. It's not a big dragon, it's one of those how to raise your dragon type size dragons. But there was one other person. Oh, there's this guy called Sam Gunther, and I recognize him from the I actually recognize his name from the animated series of X-Men, because he can like ricochet off walls and stuff, but he moves around like a fucking rocket. So he they end up, you know, killing the lady in charge of the whole program and whatnot, and escaping, and you know, it just wasn't all of that impactful to me. So like even now talking about it, like it just feels boring to even talk about.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
But other than that, I mean,
you didn't think it was bad?
No, I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was bad at all. It just needed a stronger plot. That's all. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure if I look hard enough, there's like something somewhere about why people don't like it. I'm pretty sure there's a sales pitch about it too. I mean, not sales pitch, but you know what I'm talking about. A movie pitch.
Yeah. I think he did do one on it, but I didn't watch it. Like, so I didn't watch it. It's better when you actually see the movie.
Right. Or if you just know enough about it.
Just a little sidetrack for a second.
Yeah.
I'll turn back to cable, right? And Attack on Titan is on.
Yeah.
Like Tsunami moved it to like 3 o'clock in the show. Like they're just doing pretty much on the final season.
Okay.
They're showing the episode right now is the one when Aaron, well, it ain't all about Aaron, but you know Aaron was like before he transformed, he's talking to like Falcon on the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed up when he was talking to it's his granddad, but his granddad don't know that it's his grandson talking to him.
Right.
And you know, Aaron asked him if he had any regrets. And he started like freaking out, thinking about like his daughter was like cute and things, he started screaming and shit. And you know, I said like Aaron knew what the fuck he was doing when he asked him if he had any regrets. And the part that stuck out to me was that when they took his granddad away from him freaking out and shit, and Aaron looked down at his hand, and Aaron had like the baseball in his hand. You know that baseball that Zeke threw at? Yeah, Aaron had the baseball in his hand already. Yeah, I did not like that. Just stuck out to me just then. Yeah, so at that point, Aaron had already talked to Zeke. You know, before I guess he talked to his granddad.
Interesting.
Aaron has a baseball in his hand. He's talking to them. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And his plan to the like that nigga sitting there with his leg cut off, like his leg is gone.
Right.
They never explained like what happened to the leg.
Grueling, intense pain.
Yeah. And at any point he could have healed himself. And the dude down there talking to Ron, that nigga pulled up his goddamn pants leg and that nigga leg started growing back. So at any point he could have healed his leg, but he just kept it from healing.
Gotta sell it.
Yep. Like that two niggas had to found that Titan over there in Marley with the longest. And they never said how long he was actually in Marley.
How long was he in Marley?
No, I'm saying they never did say how long Aaron was up on.
Oh.
Before he did what he did. You know, so he told Ryan was talking to him, like, you know, at first it was like, I thought everybody over here was my enemy, but I lived up under the rules. Well, lived up under the rules, and I ate the food.
Alright.
And I realized that all people over here ain't bad people either. Aaron basically did what Bronner and Barito and Andy did when it came up with
Right.
He didn't do the same thing. I just remember the folk that stood up. They were always kind of that nigga said. When Willie was like telling the stage, like telling the play on stage, like, you know, Aaron Yeager just got an Aaron Yeager like over there has some kind of thing, and he has the power to destroy us all. And I love Aaron's response, not really response the way he told Ryder. He was like, yeah, he's right. If y'all don't stop me, I am the bad guy. I just love that he said it. Like, yeah, I'm the bad guy. Y'all don't stop me.
Yeah, I feel like that means something.
Yeah. To me, that means niggas gonna. To me, that means he's gonna do the rumbling. I still feel like he's gonna do that. I don't know why. I believe that's his plan. Yeah, that's what he. Come on, bro. You can't say shit like that. Like, yeah, he's right. I'm the bad guy if nobody stops me. I can destroy the whole world.
Right.
Because he has that power. As long as he meets Zeke, maybe he would Zeke. I guess he touch hands with the grip. Yeah. Y'all the bad guys to me too. In my eyes, y'all the bad guys to me.
Alright. Oh no.
But yeah, but definitely, Promised Neverland, Woman definitely was having Aaron vibes tonight, boy.
Oh man, living vicariously through this man.
Okay, I'm mad from this point on when they call it like pulling the Aaron, like when they fucking do revenge on the people and just don't give a fuck who it is.
Right.
Innocence all over the place. They're gonna be like, yeah, they're pulling the Aaron. They're definitely pulling the Aaron. But like I said, I get it.
Right.
He doing what he feel like he's right.
Yeah, it's easier for Norman than it is for Aaron. This nigga Aaron, I don't think he can tell the difference between what's good and what's bad.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like, at least with Norman, he wants to kill the demons. Just strictly the demons.
Right.
Just that race. No, that's not fucking, I don't know what the fuck called it. Demons. He want to kill the demons. Aaron, I feel like it's more complicated for him because he. And it was crazy that the only, not to say the only bad part, but the thing that was kind of fucked up is that he just transformed in front of that fucking apartment building that had women and children.
Right.
He knew they was there. He just didn't give a fuck. Nigga transformed. Definitely killed everybody in there. And then killed Willie. Who
Oh man.
the show telling us that Willie was not a bad guy. He
Oh
did
yeah.
not. Willie definitely do nothing wrong, but when Aaron transformed that nigga, definitely swung that nigga up. And that nigga's probably dead.
In the bottom of that nigga's
stomach.
stomach.
Died when he was in mid-air.
Oh yeah.
He probably died for that nigga for Aaron eighth. Mid-air.
I mean, I would have hoped.
Right there.
I would hope to die before a Titan kills me.
Please. Yeah. I would have hoped. If you're Aaron and you swipe me up to the point
Like try to break my neck in the process, please.
Yeah, like yeah, I'm dead. Let me be dead before you eat me.
Cause nothing sucks worse. Nothing sucks worse, in my opinion, than like dying but you suffered before you died.
What was your reaction to the fight? What was your reaction to it?
I was kind of stunned because he did it better. It was almost like watching a fashion show and somebody saying who wore it better, Reiner or Aaron.
Yo, that's hilarious.
I'm just saying.
Is Aaron the first time we've seen like a person, like a smart time, like eat somebody?
Yes. Because any other time they just kill them.
Yeah, Ryder never ate nobody. Annie, Armin, Baruto, yeah, they never eat nobody. Aaron ate. That nigga ate Willie, bro. That nigga fucking ate him.
No hesitation.
That nigga don't get no fuck. But I will always say, I may not be proven right. I believe Aaron ate Willie because that nigga thought he was the Warhammer Titan.
Of course.
He was like, I'm gonna eat you. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this nigga just in case he is. I'm gonna eat him. I'm gonna eat him. And that's what he did. That's the reason I believe he did what he did. God damn, that scene. This season, man, Aaron. And then after he ate Willie, that nigga looked to the right. He saw them niggas sitting in that fucking stands. He ran full sprint over there and fucking dived on top of him.
Hell yeah, shit.
Yo, he really did that shit.
I would have did the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Cause that cripples the military.
Yeah, it did.
Cause now you gotta hire a bunch of young idiots as opposed to having some old fools.
That nigga Aaron said, that nigga probably was like, that nigga probably ate Willie and was like, I don't think that nigga was the Warhammer thing. That nigga looked to the right.
Nigga said, you taste like fucking chicken, nigga. I asked for shrimp.
He probably was like, wait a minute. He said, I don't feel no different. He was not the Warhammer type. He said, I looked to the right. Oh, all y'all niggas sitting together? Bet.
Stay right there.
Stay right there.
Nigga might as well say, smile for the camera.
That nigga ran over there and dived on top of them niggas. But then, after diving on top of the niggas, he started pushing them around. So that says to me, if any of them survive, he killed them with the punches to the ground.
Hell yeah.
He said, you didn't feel the body you didn't feel my body hit? Get on top of you? I bet. I'm just gonna punch the ground where you're running to, and I'm just gonna kill you that way.
Right.
Aaron said, I don't give a fuck this season. That's the Aaron we talking to right now.
I just think it's funny that someone would have tried to run.
I feel like at least one of them did.
Would you have tried to run?
I feel like at least one of them was like, okay, if I see a fucking Titan run to me and fucking body dive on top of people sitting beside me, if I survive that, yeah, I'd probably try to run.
I feel like I would have ran the moment I seen that nigga transform.
Some of them did. It was just that one nigga that just sat there. I still remember that dude. He just sat there and just was like, what's the fucking point? He's about to kill me.
Hit him with that gazpacho. I regret nothing.
That one nigga sat there and died on top of them group of niggas. And that nigga just sat there. But I feel like it was some, like, on the outside of that, it probably got run away. And never know once they ever just punched to death as a Titan, and yeah. And what's so funny about that is the fact that even though he did that, like, Marley is still attacking
competent, yeah.
Like, well, But see, that's the crazy part, right? They're doing it because of Reiner. Like, them niggas gonna wait 6 months, and Reiner was
Oh
like,
yeah.
no, that's what he's planning on us to do. We need to go for them right now.
You know what I think?
And
I think this nigga Reiner is in on it. I think he's part of this plan with Zeke.
he might be, bro. Another fucking twist coming. He might be. So,
Bitch, I might
yeah.
be.
You're right. So, yeah. So the season ended with Marley just immediately attacking, and not waiting 6 months like they was planning to, only because of Reiner. Because of what he said. Did I ever tell you about that old girl at my job who read the manga?
Oh no, hell no.
Yeah, she didn't spoil nothing for me. She spoiled something for She spoiled it for my coworker because
If they asked for it?
I call them weirdos. The people who fucking don't give a fuck about spoilers. I call people like that weirdos. I can't do shit like that. I cannot tell it. Let's just somebody just tell me the feature of this plot that I'm loving of this show, of this movie.
Right.
Like, don't tell me shit. Let me experience for myself. But yeah, it's a girl at my job. She's a driver. She's like a courier. She reads manga and watch anime. She does both.
Oh, that's cool.
She reads the manga of Attack on Titan. And she like read it to the end. Like, you know, the manga of Attack on Titan is over. Like, it's done.
Right.
It ended like a month ago, I think. In April. Yeah, in April. So she knows basically everything that's gonna happen in the anime, right? But she's cool enough where she don't spoil it for people like me who don't wanna know. That's why I fuss with her. I said, like, yo, bro, tell me nothing. I keep it to yourself. She was like, cool. I said, like, I'm gonna tell you. I said, bet. But she told old girl at my job because she likes anime. Well, she likes anime, but she's one of the people that don't care about spoilers.
Right.
So when she was like, she's gonna tell her everything, I put in both of my earphones, like my ear, like, and I said, all right, go ahead. Like, I didn't hear nothing she said.
Damn.
And it's the funniest part about it was that after they told me they was done, the girl who didn't care about spoilers,
she regretted that shit.
she regretted it. Exactly, you guessed it right.
Wow.
She regretted letting old girl tell her what is supposed to happen.
That's her fault.
That's her fault. Which also says to me that before that damn show is over,
we're not gonna like it.
Yeah, we're not. Well, it's gonna be a fucking hell ride before this goddamn thing is over. So, yeah, that's what I took from it. But yeah, I don't get people, I don't get spoiled, but cause she, you know, I questioned her about the because she reads the manga of Attack on Titan, so I asked her what she thought about the anime. You know, just to ask somebody, because I don't really talk to people who do both. And she said she thought the anime is doing a great job. She said the anime don't really like change anything, but the manga just makes it, and the anime makes it like more epic with the music and the drawings and the, you know, with manga you just read pages, you know,
right?
And you're making those scenes in your head, you know, with the action and shit. But she was like, she said the anime is doing great. She did say though that like the reason Eren is the way he is this final season, she said there's a reason behind that. She did tell me that though.
Oh, she said there's a reason behind it.
There's a reason why Eren is the way he's adding this season. She was like, it's a reason behind it.
Good.
That the anime just hasn't shown yet. That's what she told me.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. That's what I told her. I was like, okay, thank you. I was like, this whole character's change for him this season doesn't make sense to me. And she was like, trust me. She was like, before it's over, you'll understand why he's acting the way he's acting. Like the way he's acting so cold, and the way he beat up Armin and told Mikasa, the way he told her, made her cry. He was like, "You'll get it before it's over." She said the animators ain't shown yet, but there's a reason why he's acting like that. I said, I bet.
Good.
Really cool. I'm glad she told me that. That was really bothering me. The way that nigga was acting.
I mean, I could have kind of guessed that they were gonna do that. So.
Yeah, I mean, the way he's acting, like, what he did to Marley, I get. I understand. Like, that nigga been through the most. He's lived, like, he's been through, like, a lot of shit. Because of the people in Marley. I get it. But then when he brought over the parody and fucking beat the fuck up out of Armin and made Mikasa cry, I'm like, nigga, no, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? That's what I got mad at this nigga. Like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey, bro, just chill out.
Just relax. Like, we grabbed Hanji through the jail cell and started screaming at her and was about to transform in front of her. I was like, bro, why are you acting like this towards your people?
All right.
So, yeah, but, yeah, like I said, the old girl was like, it's a reason why he's doing it. Like, the way he's acting now is a reason behind it.
This man ain't got nothing better to do this time. That's why he acting like that.
I'm an asshole just because.
Yeah.
I have the Founding Titan, the Attack Titan, and the Warhammer Titan in me. Y'all can't tell me shit. I'm the shit.
Right.
You can't tell me nothing. I have 3 Titans in me. Well, like the fuck, I ain't listening to y'all. Fuck out of here.
You don't know what the fuck I can do. I'm Doctor Who in this bitch. I'll fucking cause the rumbling right goddamn now. Say I won't. I slick want the show to end with just the rumbling. And then they had to go around the world fighting titans. Colossal titans.
You want the show to end with Eren and Z actually meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And Eren causing the rumble. You want all the colossal titans to bust out them fucking walls and and start walking the earth. And then it just end right there.
Well, no. It don't have to end right there.
Okay.
But you know, I want them to be able to, like, I don't know, have to fight them. I just want them to have to fight 12 colossal titans.
Nigga, they're gonna lose.
Bro, they're gonna be dumb though.
No. Listen. These are colossal titans, nigga. Look what Armin did this final season when that nigga, well, they're not gonna transform. They're already supposed to be the colossal titans, but them niggas walking. They're gonna destroy everything in their path.
I mean, you're not wrong, but all they gotta do is get up to the nigga Nate somehow. Them things tall, but they're not that damn tall.
Oh, okay. Oh, I hope for a fucking surprise with that, but if I'm right and Eren does this rumbling, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. It's a rap, dog. They can do nothing with that shit.
Oh man, I need SSJ to fucking make a video with Goku rap battling Eren and the other Titans. That would make my day.
He probably went into that shit over with in the anime before he fucking does it.
Oh man.
He probably went into that shit is done.
That would be wonderful.
Cause she also said this too. I left this part out. She said that that girl on my job, she said that she said the way the final season did it, as far as like how much it covered in the manga in part 1 of the final season.
Yeah. Like
she went back and like she looked at like how much of the manga is left.
Yeah.
Before it's done, and she said that if part 2 does another 16 episodes, like part 1 did.
Yeah.
She said part 2 should end. Like, that should be it. It should finish it.
That's 16 episodes?
Yeah, because part 1 was 16 episodes. She said part 2 is another 16, like part 1 was. She said it should finish. It should finish like the entire story. That's what she said. So I was like, bet. I was like, it's great news.
Yeah, it's super perfect. But I think I'm gonna close it out here. Got some good gameplay, some great anime talk. It's time for movies to step up. Next month will be movie season with Fast and Furious and some other movie. I think so. I think Fast and Furious comes out next month, but it's also something else. I can't think of the name of it right now. Cruella is now streaming on Disney Plus, and I need you to help me understand something because this shit had me like mad.
What?
So imagine if a new Avengers movie came out right now, you can watch it, and it's on Disney Plus, and you pay $16 for Disney Plus, but then they say, oh, well, in order to watch this movie, you can pay to stream it now, $30. Like, don't you feel like that defeats the purpose of a streaming service?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. So, man.
That makes no sense.
But with all that said, this is the other L signing off, and I will catch y'all later.